2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A terrific evening look at Old Town there. The historic city of Boston is our backdrop tonight. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Grizzlies. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And, you know, the Celtics, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well. But looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you very much. Well, it may be hard to remember now, but Joel Embiid did miss his first 2 seasons due to injuries. He said, "It was rough. I think about what I went through and how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. So every time I step on the court, it's all about having fun. I'm just enjoying my time in the league." Kevin, back to you.
A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
And now Washington's starting group. Grant is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Walker in at the 2. And for Boston, Terry Rozier is out there with Lowry. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Randall. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Here's Embiid. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Middleton for 3. Unable to get that one. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Going against a conference opponent, one that outplayed them head-to-head last season. A chance for payback.
Randall no good. For Washington, they won their last contest, that game against Brooklyn. Westbrook, no good. Outside Tatum. To the left side wing. Here's Porzingis. Good.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Walker the pass to Westbrook. Over Lowry. And it's Westbrook missing.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
This is it to Porzingis. Lowry looking around. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Randall from outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Westbrook against Lowry. Westbrook kicks to Middleton. Back to Westbrook. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, Russell Westbrook, he's not super efficient from 3, but if you give one, he's going to give it right back.
And the way Russell Westbrook racks up triple-doubles is just incredible. Does it so often. A testament, Doris, to his strong work ethic.
I mean, this guy plays with such competitive spirit on both ends of the floor. Russell is relentless. He will sacrifice his body, and his teammates appreciate the effort he gives every single night. Here's Middleton. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Westbrook passes to Embiid. Westbrook with it. Last time out, he had 14 points. Walker.
with one on the clock, and the dunk by Embiid.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Now here's Randall. Poke loose. Outside Tatum. For three. A shot by Lowry. No good. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Middleton. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Porzingis. For Middleton. And good. Got the Ingles that time as he falls.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Middleton for three. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Lowry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Well, Kyle Lowry has become the master of manipulating the pick and roll. Really pretty look there.
Westbrook against Lowry. Outside, Walker. Embiid against Porzingis. Embiid inside. No good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Lowry. He takes it in. Tatum finds Rozier. Pass to Porzingis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Drops in the tray. Randall's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Middleton right side. Rozier against Walker. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Here's Rozier. Rejected by Walker. And they get it back. And he gets it back. It's Randall with the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Boy, opportunistic in the dribble drive by Julius Randle. Give him a lane and he will force you to hit him.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And last year, Randle averaged double digits on the glass.
Right. He was especially effective on the defensive glass. In fact, Randle has been much more engaged defensively. His improvements on offense overshadowed that a bit, but his improvement defensively is real, guys.
The Celtics making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Both free throws good from Randle.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
And that one drops for him.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Lowry finds Porzingis. Randle passes to Tatum. His 3-pointers off the mark. Wizards trail by 6. Outside Westbrook. On deep. Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got 6.
You can see how much time and effort Westbrook has put into working on that range shot. Under control, well-balanced, really good stuff.
Back to Clarkson. Launches a 3. Here's Randle. And he banks in the lane. 12 points for him.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
To the middle. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, Russell Westbrook has excelled at being a facilitator. You love when he's focused on making his teammates better.
Up top, Porzingis. Randle outside. Clarkson on the wing. Back to Randall. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Porzingis has got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Washington calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Harrell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mann subbed in for Julius Randle. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gallinari, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Joe Harris comes in for Chris Middleton. Monk's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Lowry passes to Mann. Buries it from three-point range. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Schroeder. His last outing, he had 8 points. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Here's Schroeder. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, this is why spacing is so important. When you can knock down distance shots, as Dennis Schroeder does there, it changes the equation.
Here's Mann. Coming in off a 12-point game, his last outing. The kick out to Tatum. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Off with the layup. The Wizards have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And here's Gallinari outside, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Mann. Over Harris. Mann can't hit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, if he gets near the cup, Jason Tatum will lead, no doubt. Woohoo!
Washington trailing. Now, here's Monk. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A nice shot by Gallinari.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Arrow high post. Outside Tatum. Over Gallinari. And again, it's Boston converting.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Schroeder against Lowry. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
They feed off the energy of Dennis Schroeder, and when he gets these opportunities, he makes the most of them.
Clarkson outside. Here's Mann. And they recover it. Back to Clarkson. The kick out to Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And here's Lowry. Last game he had 13. Back to Tatum. Over Gallinari. Here's Harrell. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Randall's checked in for Boston. Patrick Beverly comes in for Kyle Lowry. The Wizards with the lead.
Patrick Beverly. Boston foul. Jordan Clarkson.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Mann's checked in for the Celtics.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:29 left in the first quarter. Harris against Harrell. Harris drives in. And that one, good. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact.
Tatum's shot is off.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Inside, here's Embiid. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He is now 2 for 3.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Randall no good. Wizards leading by 6. On the wing, Harris. The pass to Monk. Wizards passing it around. Harris inside the line. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Tatum dishes to Randall. Over Gallinari. And there's Randall on the assist by Tatum. Randall's got 14 points.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Schroeder looking around. Harris outside. And it's off from three-point range. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Wizards lead by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He sees the need to turn up the heat a bit.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Tatum out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's man in a shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Washington's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Monk, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night. Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. And with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. And Randall has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Tatum passes to Harrell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Celtics lead by 2.
One thing you know, if Montrezl Harrell is playing pick and roll, he will roll hard to the basket and be a threat.
Monk kicks it over to Schroeder. At the top of the key, Embiid. He dishes it to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. The Wizards with another miss. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside, Tatum. Gallinari against Randall. Back to Tatum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Jason Tatum's form is pure on the catch and shoot. So nice.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis comes in for Harrell, and it's Ross in for Tatum. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Grant, he's checked in for Gallinari. Chris Middleton comes in for Joe Harris. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Monk. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Westbrook dishes to Grant. Embiid wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And this is what Middleton does, hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Outside for Randall. Passes to Man. Celtics passing it around. Lets it go from deep. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Westbrook. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, the offensive arsenal seems to be never-ending for Russell Westbrook. He's capable of draining any shot anywhere.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And the Celtics making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Man. Randall against Grant. Randall passes to Ross. Basket good. Ross has got his first 2 points of the night.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Pass to Middleton. Right side to Walker. Again, the Wizards score.
Walker, the 4th.
Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Randall against Grant. Back to Rozier. From the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Now here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Yes, that goes in. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
The pass to Man. Rozier with the ball. Randall right side. Back to Ross. Shoots over Walker. And the shot is long. Washington leading now by 3. Here's Grant. Chalk up 2 there. Grant's got 6.
But Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Randall passes to Porzingis. Cross in the corner. Passes it to Mann. Clock at 6. High post shot. The shot that time, not on target. And Washington the other way now. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Now, here's Rozier. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Rozier the pass to Randall, and it's good, 2 points. Randall's got 19 points. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
So it's the Celtics now. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Over in the corner, Randall. Drives to the hoop. Good D by Embiid. And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 17-7 run. And there's Grant on the assist by Walker. Grant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards. Rozier against Westbrook. Outside for Randall. And Embiid with the block. They retain possession. Here's Middleton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now a 10-point Washington lead.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Harrell, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Jason Tatum comes in for Ross. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mann. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Rozier. No one covered. Tatum's got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Here is Lowry following the bucket by the Wizards. Porzingis kicks to Harrell. Back to Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
Line for 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through, because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Embiid, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Walker. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
It's t-shirt time.
Gallinari dishes to Middleton. Back to Gallinari. And the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Schroeder against Lowry. Arrow high post. Driving the lane. And the layup falls. Harrell's got 8 points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper but was strong as an ox and found the angles to finish.
Lowry passes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
Westbrook against Clarkson. Westbrook dishes to Gallinari. Middleton on the wing. Back to Gallinari. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 8 points for him. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
Harrell feeds to Tatum. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Westbrook passes to Schroeder. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right? Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years.
Now here's Tatum. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Harrell kicks to Clarkson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And so he hits both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Now Middleton over Lowry. Misses off the right iron. And that does it for the first half of play. Wizards out front, leading by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserves have been a big story. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got to stop, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
We'll see if they can close it out in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
They've been knocking it down from 3. You have to give the playmakers credit for consistently finding the open guy. And then, of course, their shooters have to lift. If they keep it up, they're going to be tough to beat.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Their inside attack has been overwhelming. Hard to beat someone when they're living at the rim. These guys are imposing their will physically. Hey, you got to keep pounding them.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So on the floor for Washington, Jeremy Grant is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard position. Now here's Porzingis over Westbrook. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Wizards leading by 6. That's tipped. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Westbrook against Lowry. Middleton outside. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Now here is Lowry. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Randle. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
Here's Embiid. Outside Westbrook. Embiid against Tatum. Down low, just 5 on the clock. Westbrook with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 5 assists in the game. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Lowry passes to Porzingis. The feed to Randle. And he uses the glass on the layup. Randle's got 21.
Well, Julius Randle, once he starts percolating, is a dangerous offensive player.
Here's Grant. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Randle passes to Rozier. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Randle.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Outside Westbrook. Tatum against Middleton. To the inside. Embiid makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 9.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Now here is Lowry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go. Washington fast break. Walker leading the charge. Shots good by Middleton.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Rozier. Randle against Grant. Rozier for 3. Walker with the rebound. Wizards leading by 10. Middleton for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
3 points.
Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Embiid against Lowry. Pass to Randle. The kick out to Tatum. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 18.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one on Porzingis.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Westbrook. 15 points in the game. From 20 feet out. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Wizards lead by 12. Rozier the pass to Tatum. Porzingis trying to get free. Tatum no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Shots good by Walker.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Here's Middleton, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. From deep. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Walker. Middleton's got 8 here in the quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Lowry finds Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 12 points in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Boston. Mann comes in for Julius Randle. And then for Washington, Gallinari, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Middleton. Rozier for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Schroeder outside. That shot missing. Now Boston takes it the other way. Left side Lowry. Tatum on the wing. Inside. Here's Harrell. Rebounded by the Wizards. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Schroeder against Rozier. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This is Schroeder at his best, putting that blinding speed to great advantage.
Celtics trail by 14. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Schroeder outside. Westbrook finds Schroeder. Outside, Walker. From 20 feet out. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. On the wing, Rozier. And the pass to Mann. Up top, Tatum. 5 to shoot. Past a man, takes a 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Now here's Schroeder, 11 points in the game. Lobbed up there for Embiid. That one's not going to go.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Boston. Joe Harris is checked in for the Wizards. Monk comes in for Russell Westbrook. Pass to Embiid. Pass to Monk. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Assisted.
Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Well, Dorsey's already a great scorer, and now Tatum has become an incredibly efficient scorer.
Well, listen, the great ones are not only about putting up numbers, it's how efficiently you do it. From 3, from the free throw line, this guy is so much more consistent. And yes, he's got the mid-range game that he can go to in tough spots. This guy plays big at the rim. He's everything you want offensively.
And he makes the first.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
He hits both from the stripe. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive and post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Celtics. Down low. Harrell kicks to Ross. Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 13 points in the second half.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Washington calls timeout.
And I love how versatile Terrence Ross is. A wing that scores, rebounds, passes, and defends.
And his athleticism is absolutely incredible. This guy can get up near the cup and can turn it on and score in a hurry.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Zinkis, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Julius Randle subbed in for Jason Tatum. On the wing, Monk. To the middle. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Monk. 10 points for Gallinari.
Well, let's remember, at 6'10", Gallinari is a threat from that distance. My goodness.
Zinkis passes to Rozier. And again, Boston with the triple. Here's Monk. And there's the pass to Schroeder. Gallinari outside. Harris outside. Six to shoot. He kicks to Schroeder. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Rozier. Rebounded by the Wizards. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Harris passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Rozier, the pass to man. Nice ball movement by Boston. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
Schroeder kicks to Gallinari. Back to Schroeder. Three-pointer. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Passes it to man. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul. Kevon Looney is checked in for Porzingis. Change for the Wizards. Grant's checked in. .26 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Schroeder missing. Celtics trail by 8.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Over in the corner, Randall. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Wizards leading by 8. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Terry Rozier. Also, Terrence Ross out. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Looney. And it's man in at the 4-man position. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Porzingis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Randall comes in for man. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Ross. Now, here's going on. Porzingis with the block. Here's Rozier to the paint. Porzingis passes to Lowry. Porzingis high post. Up and in on the layup. Porzingis has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Boston.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Pass to Schroeder. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside Lowry. Shoots over Schroeder. Here's Randall. Gallinari with the rebound. Wizards leading by 8. The dish to Schroeder. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And there's Grant on the assist by Schroeder.
Very good awareness from Grant. Just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
To the inside. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Schroeder outside. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And he comes up with the deuce. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's still filling out that frame, but the Greyhound physique of Porzingis well suited to transition play.
Her passes to Gallinari. Kicks to Monk. Just 4 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Tatum. Randall right side. And Randall throws it down.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, young sir.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Schroeder outside. Harris outside. Grant outside. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Rozier kicks to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
For me, this is where Terry Rozier can absolutely punish you. With the shot or on the pass and pick and roll, he's a problem.
Washington leading now by 8. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Her passes to Gallinari. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The kick out to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range. And now just a 5-point Washington lead.
You have to be willing to shoulder the offensive burden. I think Jason Tatum is built for it.
Here's Schroeder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Some changes for Boston. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Rozier. And then for Washington, Embiid, he's checked in for Gallinari. Chris Middleton comes in for Joe Harris, and Walker subbed in for Malik Monk. Schroeder hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Lowry with the ball, now defended by Embiid. Clarkson dishes to Harrell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, he might be a bit undersized, Montrezl Harrell, but he plays bigger than the frames suggest. Hold on.
At the line for your Celtics, Montrezl Harrell. At the line for 2.
That's good from Harrell. Boston making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And both free throws good for Harrell.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Middleton up top, guarded by Tatum. The 3.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's the drive. Clarkson on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Embiid. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
3 points.
Walker's got 6 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And what a great addition to the second unit up in Salt Lake with the Utah Jazz doors. Jordan Clarkson has really fit right in.
Well, he's fit in between the lines, and as importantly, he is so beloved in the locker room. This guy gets along with everybody on the team, and their time bonding in the Orlando bubble, I think, really just allowed him to come out of his shell. Just a genuine guy, and we know chemistry matters.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Hill. It's deflected. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Grant. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Mann's checked in for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 12. And Beverly kicks to Tatum. Going inside, and the rejection by Embiid. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Clarkson on the wing. Harrell trying to free himself up, and that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Walker goes in. The pass to Grant. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And the Wizards lead by 12.
Terrific focus from Jeremy Grant. This guy understands how to take contact and fight through it.
Tatum against Grant. Tatum down low. Clarkson outside. Clock at 6. No good on the shot. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Westbrook can't get it to go. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Clarkson outside. Outside Tatum. Back to Clarkson. The Celtics working the ball around now. Beverly the pass to Tatum. Over Westbrook. That one off the back iron and out. Wizards leading by 12. Here's Grant. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now a timeout called by Boston. What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Middleton.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes. Guys.
Thank you, David.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Clarkson passes to Mann. Right side, Porzingis. Good D by Embiid. Wizards leading by 14. Middleton on the wing. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
This guy is a silky smooth operator on offense. Middleton can score effectively on all 3 levels.
Now here's Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that.
2-second personal foul.
The first one falls. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive. First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Beverly, the pass to Man, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Walker against Clarkson. Pass to Westbrook. Middleton left side. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. And that'll be his third foul so far.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Celtics. They trail by 18. And Beverly kicks to Ross. Fires for three. Rebound, Washington. Walker's got his fifth rebound in this one. Dishes it to Westbrook. Middleton outside. Clarkson against Walker. Back to Middleton. The kick out to Westbrook. Second shot opportunity, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
The assist.
Westbrook's got 19 points.
You know this. That is one of Russell Westbrook's signature areas. That mid-range is sweet in his game.
Porzingis passes to Beverly. Clarkson outside. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Walker. Porzingis with the steal. Beverly against Westbrook. Ross on the wing. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
Beverly against Westbrook. Grant outside. And the dunk by Grant.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Washington.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Chris Middleton.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
From 12 feet out, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Wizards lead by 15.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Beverly finds Ross. No good from outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Embiid, the pass to Walker. Wizards passing it around. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Goes up the baseline. Here's Looney. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.